Action. I didn't do that at the right time, but it's fine. Non-dinosaur choreography, take 1. Or, I guess session 1. Are we gonna? Yeah, session 1. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. So you remember the first movements up until the overhead, right?
Okay, so the first 4?
So the overhead would be the 5th, technically. So want to go on, up to the 5th movement? All right. So 3.
Is it, you're the overhead? Or am I? I am. Yeah, okay.
No, I'm overhead. So remember, it was middle. I hit down, you block low, like that. So I block low. Then I'm gonna step back. We're gonna hit middle again. And then it was a spin up. While they're up, I'll go overhead and you block high.
Okay.
Let's do that. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. So let's do that again. We were a little high on that one. So we want to aim a little lower. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, I think we skipped a part there.
What did we skip?
Because from there we were supposed to be in the bind for about a second, right? So I'd go down, right? Block there. I would step back, move forward, clash again. From there we'd go up. And do you want to go overhead or do I want to go overhead? Which one? You choose.
I'll go over.
Okay, so if you're going overhead, we'll be
So
up.
you have to spin me.
Not necessarily. So you could spin, and then so you do that, right? Then you go overhead. I block.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hit forward more, but yeah, up.
Okay.
And then from there, do you want to do? Your idea was like force push. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
So like from there, I just jump back. Yeah. All right, let's try it like that. 3, 2, 1, go. And so back, forward. That kind of slipped. So up, down. From there, force, jump back.
Okay.
All right. Let's just get this down before we move on. Get it down at least a little bit more. So go. Down, low. Back up, forward. Up, over, down, force push. All right.
Okay, let's
Well,
practice.
this seems pretty decent so far.
Okay, do it again.
Again. Go. Back, forward, up, block, force. Yeah. The main thing we gotta work on is after the second hit, we stop for a moment.
Dude, imagine if a little kid just had one. Ow. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, so the biggest thing, get over here real quick. When we're down, so get into the block, low block session. So when we're down like this, we stop for a moment because we forget what we're supposed to do next.
Okay, what are we doing?
So from there, what we're gonna wanna do is let's have you not move. I'll step back,
Alright.
left leg, move back in, middle.
Yeah.
Or whichever leg I'm on. I'm not really sure how we're gonna do that yet. So once you do that block, don't move and wait for my movement to react.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna go bam, low. I step back, move forward, middle, up, block, force push. There we go. That was nice.
Okay, that was a lot better.
That was way better. Who's Anakin in this scenario? Are you Anakin?
Hell yeah, I am!
I can't tell.
I have the high ground.
I have the sand.
Fuck.
Take that, Anakin.
How dare you? You should die.
Ah! It didn't work. It did not work. Want to go again?
Yeah, we can do it again.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Down, low, step back, forward, up, over, block, force push. All right. a little bit of slip on that, whatever that's called, I forgot. But other than that, that was pretty good.
Alright.
3,
Keep trying it.
2, 1, go. Back, forward. All right. You want to add another movement in now?
Okay, what do you want to add? What do you think we should add next?
It depends. Do you want us to run at each other again? You run at me or me run at you?
Well, I did just force push you, so should I take an approach?
Take the initiative?
Yeah.
You could, yeah. If we're going to do that, let's start from the force push so I'm in camera's range. So start from that line right there. Roughly where we are.
Wait, so this sees the whole entire circle?
That's what we'll be using for the official practice, but we want to be in camera range right now. So we want me to be in the same distance while still being the center of the camera.
So I force pushed you.
Yes, so now I'm here.
So you've been blown back.
Yeah.
So you're kind of in like a falling motion.
So yeah, right here is where I'm recovering.
Yeah.
You would start running at me as I'm getting back into position.
Where would I attack you from? Should I do like it?
I feel like overhead again would be too repetitive.
So from the bottom.
I feel like something mid. So like you could either go with a thrust forward
Okay,
to the side or to the left.
How would you block this thrust forward?
Do a thrust forward, then okay. So I'm gonna go like that, push it to the side. You're putting your hand up when I block it.
Okay.
Keep it to the center of the torso and push forward.
So like that.
So like up, thrust. So you're gonna want it in front of you until you get in range. Then you're gonna pull back a little, thrust forward.
So.
Then I'm going to slide it out of the way. So up, and then from there,
So you're.
do you want to attack again, or should I take the initiative here? It's like,
You should take
put
the
yourself in thrusting position here. So I'm gonna up. From there, maybe I go low like this. And so what you're gonna want to do from up there, you're gonna swing your arm all the way around and block low again. Yeah. So back to thrust. So more forward. You're going like up like that. Downwards. You want it to be straight forward. So like this. Outwards. Yeah. So like that. So you're gonna thrust forward. While you're thrusting forward, I'd hit it to the side like that. Your things up. I'm gonna pull back. Go low. Go block like that.
And then we should do like a spinning thing.
Spinning thing. So
Yeah.
how about then if you're gonna do that, you push out with that now, right? So push out.
How would I do that?
So just push it full strength then. So like no pulling back, just so we're in the bind here, you just push back. And so I'm gonna get spun around, and while I'm here, I
Okay.
block something.
So wait, let's do that again. So we're down here.
So we're in the bind here for just a second.
Push
We're gonna
out,
push back.
and then
I'll
we
get
do
spun
it
around.
again.
You block to
Like
the
that.
side. Yeah. So I'll block like from the side a bit.
All right.
All right.
But
So
it should. What the hell just came out of the sky? I'm sorry, you missed it.
oh no, let's go from the force thing again. Force push. So I'm here recovering. You're gonna want to go for a thrust.
All right.
So I'm recovering. I get back. Front forward. Arms a bit too high. Because you always want the sword.
So more of like a body level.
So you're gonna want it in front of you at first, right? So here, let me give you an example. So you're right there. I'm gonna run at you like this. Get close, thrust.
Okay. So I'm.
Because
running at
you don't want to leave an opening.
Yeah.
Like if you pull back like this, right? Look how easy it is for you to just step forward, jab.
Yeah.
So you don't want to leave yourself much of an opening. So forward, pull back just a little bit to where it's still in front of you so you could block if you need, but then thrust forward.
So.
So that was a swing. That's right.
And then you block. Or you.
So you would go like this, forward. So make sure your arm's fully extended. Your right arm. Yeah. So kind of like that, but you'd be a little. So let's get range right. So
You
right
want me to
there.
use this leg? So.
The opposing leg in this case, I think, is what you're gonna want to go for. Because I think. But same leg would give you more distance. Yeah. Go with your right leg then, and you would lean forward. Right arm, see? And then you would like lean your body forward with it, like that,
Yeah.
a bit.
So you want me to be able to touch you?
Yeah, if it was never gonna touch, then why block, right?
Yeah.
So you want it to be able to touch me, and then I'll push it to the side, up, over, block low, like that, good. And then from there you push forward, I get knocked off balance, I turn, you run forward with an overhead.
Oh, so I run forward with an overhead?
So you're gonna wanna take about 2 steps forward, like this, overhead.
So from
The main thing, key thing you wanna focus on is make sure this sword never leaves your frontal area. It's like when you're swinging overhead, don't do this. Because then I could just forward, hit your body, sword's nowhere near you. Can't block. Main thing when you're going overhead, you want to keep it high, but not enough to where you can't realistically get low and block if you need to. So overhead, not like this, but more like this. Keep it within distance. Exactly. So let's start from the real quick, just a little quick practice. Low, push me forward, I back up, you walk forward.
Wait, I walk forward.
So like this.
Spin.
Spin back. Step back. You walk forward about 2-3 feet, however much you need. Block. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so let's start from the force push again then.
Right.
From the thrust. Because these are the more complicated stuff we're doing right now. So it's a little bit harder.
So you're blocking.
So I just got out of the force push. I'm off balance here, right? You go forward. I push under, up. Then I move low. Okay, block. I go up. I go back. You jump forward. And I'm gonna block like that.
Okay, so I need to take a step back when I do the twirl thing.
Yeah, you're gonna want to take 1 step back. You're gonna want to twist one leg, but don't let the so see when you're doing that, you're gonna want to flail back. Your left foot should not be moving its position until you're ready to push back forward. So this leg should be stationary.
Okay. So
During your spin. So I'm pushing out. You're in position. Now you would use that left leg there, or right leg to push forward, to like lunge yourself forward into position, strike down.
Okay.
Trying to think if maybe you need to do 2 steps. Let's try that again. So I'm back here. Try doing 2 steps forward, quick steps. So like we're here, right? Out. I'm gonna take 1 step back here, catch my footing here, roughly. 1, 2, down. All right, yeah. Try to aim a little bit more towards the middle, because right now it's looking like you're gonna hit my arm.
Okay.
So you always want to be aiming for the head if possible. So let's try that again. Try to aim towards the center a bit. So out, step 1 back, I'll turn. By this point you should already be moving forward and down, a little bit off to the side. So like this, down, just bonk kinda. Like think about like, you know the Dojimi bonk, go to horny jail?
Yeah.
Kind of think like that, directly towards the forehead.
Directly through the forehead.
Yeah, exactly. Horny jail, bonk. So aim for right here, middle noggin. So if your saber can't hit here, if needed, then you're not far enough forward.
Okay.
So down, thrust out, 1, 2, 1, 2, forward, and
Was that a lot better?
I think that'll do. So let's start from the thrust again, because these 2 are very hard, because it's like coordination with how we're stepping, and like exact movement.
You're gonna send me videos, right? Can you send me like some good videos of them like training this?
Actually, I do know one that's a pretty good, like, obviously it wouldn't be these exact moves because I don't know those are, but like general like sword fighting choreography videos of like people doing sword fighting choreography. So you kind of get an idea of what they're doing, you know what I mean? Of how it's supposed to go.
Okay, let's take it slow from the beginning and then let's go over everything.
So back to the very beginning now?
Yeah.
All right.
So then you're gonna do it step by step, saying what part. So
Yeah,
I
all
get
right.
it.
So here it would be the 3, 2, 1. Let's just do it slow-mo. Middle, clash forward. There, I'm gonna go low. You block. There, I step back now. Forward, middle, up, right, overhead. Force push. I get pushed back. Now a quick reset because I want us to be in camera range.
I'm gonna chase you afterwards.
Yeah. So you should be roughly behind this line here. I just need to make sure I'm in camera range because I'm like, you're running towards me, and I want this part of the fight to be in camera. So you run towards me. You're at the thrust.
Oh
part.
yeah, thrusting.
So remember, sword forward, right? Sword forward. Once you get to me, so I'll show you an example right now. Once you get to me, quick back, push forward.
Okay.
Make sure that, again, this is never so far back to where you're exposed.
So,
like this is fine, because like if you like slowly try to hit me here, so like I can still block. Try to hit me low, I can still block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This still leaves you to where you're not too vulnerable. You can block most things, but it gives you room to push forward. All right, so try it again. From that point. Okay, so let's give us a bit of a place marker. All right, so let's put it here for now, right?
Yeah, and what's that?
So that's where you're gonna want your foot to be. So put your foot right here when you thrust. So let's just slow-mo it, walk forward. Remember, right foot forward next to it. That's your left. Because remember, you're gonna wanna thrust forward like that for extra range.
Oh yeah, with my right.
So let's just use that just to give us an idea of how far you need to be so we can figure that out. So forward, okay, a bit to the side. The thing is, you're prepared for it to be hit to the side when you're doing these strikes. When you're doing the strike, you make it look like you're ready for it to hit to the side. Obviously, as in character, right? You wouldn't know your sword's gonna get hit to the side. You would be going for a killing blow here. But when you're doing the thrust, you're pushing out on your own ahead of time. So before I even hit you, you can see your sword kind of get ready to move. Obviously, that is like an immersion break there, because you wouldn't know I'm gonna block it. That's not what you're trying to do. So, again, example, thrust forward. So out, aim dead center. So pretend there's a little bullseye right here, dead center. You're going exactly. So right there, forward, thrust dead center. Obviously, I hit your arm down, so you end up hitting here. But like, I think you were on track to hit here. So forward, dead center. I would move it up. From there, okay. So I move it up. Did you want to hit forward? Because what was it? It was.
I think you were gonna hit, and then I was gonna spin us around, so I could do.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
a
So it
running
was.
blow.
So you thrust. I move it up, and then yeah. So I move it up. I aimed low. You blocked.
Yeah.
Then you pushed out.
Wait, no, I pushed out. Oh yeah, because I pushed.
You pushed out. I stepped back. Second step, you walk forward two, block. I feel like we're a little
Or
too
do you
far
want
away.
to block from the other side? So like you're ambidextrous. Can you do that?
What do you mean?
So I'm hitting you from this side.
And you want me to block like that?
Yeah.
All right, so up.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like you're trying to keep too much distance for some of these hits, to where you got to keep in mind, if your sword's not gonna hit, there's no point in the swing at all.
Oh, so you want me to like?
Like, so I'm saying, make sure when you go for your swing or your thrust, assuming we weren't just doing it for pretend, that it would hit, right? So say I thrust like this, right? I thrust like that, and you block.
How do I
There's
block?
no danger here. But no, you don't even need the block. So just don't block at all. Just stay still. Just do nothing, right?
Okay, I'm doing nothing.
Do nothing. So I go forward and I do this. There's no danger here. You were never gonna get hit in the first place. It doesn't look authentic. It doesn't look like there's actually anything going on.
I'm just practicing right now.
Yeah, I know. But like, you know what I mean though? Like, if I, right? If I thrust like that forward and you were never gonna hit, like it would make it look dumb, because I'm gonna do this. You might as well just ignore it altogether and just go for a thrust of your own and kill me right there.
I've never done this before, so I'm
just explaining to you the steps, because it's important to have decent choreography. If it doesn't look like anything's actually happening, there's no point.
And then now you're gonna block from the
So
other
then I'm gonna go forward, and you're gonna. You would have just hit my lightsaber into you. All right.
Oh yeah, here.
No, my legs. No, all right. So let me give you another example of the thrust. So remember, forward, pull back just a tiny bit, still in range, thrust towards the chest. So don't block this, because I'm not gonna hit you hard. Just forward, thrust back a tiny bit, towards the chest. It needs to be able to hit the chest with this area right here.
Okay.
Assuming I don't block, obviously. Assuming I don't block, it's got to be able to hit there.
Okay.
Because, like I said
What the hell
before,
is that?
like, think about it from like a viewership standpoint, right? Someone's watching this and they see me block an attack that was never going to hit me.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? Instead of just, okay, you are going to miss, just bonk, I win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There'd be no point. It'd look kind of dumb, silly. Let's try that again. The thrust is the hardest part, to be honest. All right. a little off center at the beginning, but towards the end it was really good. Like you had it towards the chest, so. Yeah, okay. Then
Okay, but
up
I'm
forward.
going for the chest. Okay, I get it.
You're aiming. Pretend there's a little bullseye right.
So
here.
I'm gonna really go for it.
Yeah, obviously don't try to actually kill me. Yeah, obviously don't try to actually kill me.
I thought.
But like. In
Okay,
our
do you
practice-
want to go from that? Okay, so we go from
Let's
here.
practice this a few more times. So, the hardest part is I notice when you go up, you're off center like this. When you go for your your initial pose, whatever it would be, your stance, because you always want your sword tip to be facing your opponent directly. So like like that, it's already facing you. That presents a danger to your opponent. It's a lot more intimidating and it's a lot safer for you if your opponent sees it facing directly at them. So, up, facing your opponent directly. A little higher. So like, feel like you're trying, okay, so you're holding it a little higher than I am, I think is the issue here. You're holding it up to your cheek. I'm holding it closer to my torso a bit, like in between. So like right below your neck is where it should be, roughly. Like that, kinda. And then pull just a little bit of pullback, so just like that, and then forward. But obviously you'll be doing it with your right foot, so it would be back and then forward. You would kind of lunge forward a bit with your right foot.
Okay.
So then, yeah, kind of like that.
So
So-
should I start with my right foot?
It depends. How many feet do you think it's gonna take to get here?
2.
2?
Probably.
Then start with your right foot. Yeah.
1.
1, 2.
Two.
You're not in range. So you're gonna want to start with your left foot and take three steps. Because you gotta keep in mind I'm off balance, so there's not as much of a danger to you. So if you get in a little close, it's not that big of a deal. So 1, 2, 3. I block barely.
Wait, but I don't lean with this foot. I lean.
You lean with the
With
you
what?
lean with whatever foot you're thrusting with. So whichever side you're thrusting with. If you're thrusting left, lean left. Thrusting right, lean right.
So I should thrust left.
Oh, you are? Wait, you're thrusting on your left, aren't you?
No, on my right.
So which side are you? Yeah. Okay. So if you're thrusting on your right foot forward, lean into it. Because you're trying to get that range. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're trying to make sure it pierces. 1, 2, 3. Out of the way. Up. You go low. Block. And then you push forward. I take a step back. Spin around here. You forward. A little far. How many steps did you take forward there? Do you remember?
2.
2? So take a third step forward then.
Third step.
On the follow-up overhead,
Okay.
take a third step forward. So 1, 2, 3. Exactly. Because see, that would have hit me if I didn't block. And that's what you want. You want it to be able to hit me if I wouldn't block. Let's move to the side a bit more so the camera could capture this easier. Because I don't think it's getting that last part. So like move right here. So let's skip to the, yeah. So go for the thrust again. So forward, a little closer. Gotta make sure it hits. 1, 2, 3, up, low, then over. I take a big step back, 1 step back, overhead. Okay.
Okay, my bad.
So overhead, yeah. Okay, so hold on, do your overhead again, just the overhead. So like just show me, try to replicate what you just did. I want to see something. So, 2, 3, all right. Try to kind of lean into it a little bit more, all right? So like, because keep in mind, you still have a block going, you can still go low, so it's perfectly fine just to lean into it and try to hit in, because it's better. Not only does it keep distance between you and me and still allows you to hit me, so like if I try to lean in, right, I have to expose myself in order to get into anywhere of danger to you. You know what I mean? And that puts me in range of your sword, so I am forced to block this. I have no choice, so you're gonna want to take a bit of a riskier thing and lean your whole body into it a bit, just over, kind of like, again, like le bonk. So go from the overhead here, just forward, have to block that there. See? And so what do you want to do from here? So
He's fucking dead. I win. The vendetta is over. It's been bullshit. Okay, let's take a break for a second.
yeah, you want to just do it for fun fight?
For fun fight? Okay.
All right. So I think it's fair to say this video's gone on long enough. So let's put a cut in this.